Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CNT podcast. Welcome back to the three of you. Those none of you will see this, so no, none of you will see it. But I messed up, so bad on me. Yada yada yada. But let me introduce this cast of
They're not going to see me
characters.
eating apples.
You will consume apples. You will consume apples during an episode.
during the show. All right. So first, below me, I don't know where the guys are on your screen, but below me, I got Justin. To my left, I got Trevor Butler, and kitty corner to me, I got Karsten Sweum. So
you're really putting the guest in the corner.
Yes, we are.
He's
I'm in the other corner
for me.
All right. So Karsten is a Gonzaga commit. He's a pitcher. He dabbles in the field. Has some fun in the field.
He can hit a double every once in a while.
Yeah. But we had his brother on about 2.5 months ago, probably. And
first we had his brother. Now we're having him. We're gonna interview Rich next.
Shout out, Big Rich Swim.
Yeah.
That trick went a lot better the first time we did it.
It really did. It's probably because I hadn't heard it yet.
Yeah. So now it's just awkward and I look weird.
Glacier Peak grounds crew hero Rich Swim.
Yes.
I did have to ask.
That's why you guys lost to Jackson. Is the grounds? There you go. The grounds crew. Oh, that's why you guys got swept.
I did have to ask Trevor what their dad's name was.
All right.
Oh. I have a special little treat for everyone today.
Oh no.
A little sneak peek.
No.
A little sneak peek.
Okay, what is a sneak peek to, Justin?
The shorts have been dropped off at the printing place, and the logo had to be changed a little bit. So I just want to show everyone.
Not worth it anymore. I don't want it anymore.
No, it looks better.
It's just Justin's face now.
No, it's just
kind of heat, bro. Respectfully,
that is heat.
Like the cards and talk just now looks like dot now.
Yeah,
I mess with that.
Looks good.
Yeah,
I like it.
So they should be here in like 2 weeks.
All right, so this is
very excited.
This is my third time hearing the answer to this question, but Karsten, talk to us. Tell the people, where did your baseball journey start?
At the ripe age of 4, down at the YMCA, doing some t-ball with some people that I've actually got the opportunity to grow up with, and I still know now. So I was a baller back then, got the backwards hat, just cool as can be. The coolest 4-year-old on the planet back then, I thought I was. But from t-ball straight into some South Snohomish Little League from farm.
Now he's trying to remember what happened.
Mill Creek better. Even though I never did anything for them.
No,
except give my heart and soul.
We got slacked every time we played them, but yeah.
I was never part of the team, so
yeah. It was it's all good.
I told you my highlight of my career was one single sliding catch in the outfield.
Nice.
That sums up my baseball career.
That's pretty legendary though.
Sub 100 batting average.
Yeah.
Best batting average of a season was 102.
Yeah.
But batting average sucks. My on base percentage was over 300 because I was so small. I would just walk every time.
You could probably start for the Cubs and you'd be one of the best players.
Right.
Also, led my team in stolen bases.
There we go. There we go. I
don't know if that's true or not.
And then so Little League was awesome. Most fun I've ever had playing baseball, probably. Just guys that I still know now, played with back then, and also during Little League got into select ball, playing for the first ever Havoc teams, 8U Snohomish Havoc. Played until my first year at 12U, so I was with them for a long time. Still know all the guys today, and probably 10 out of the 12 I still play high school baseball with. So it's pretty cool, just because the friendship that I've had with all these guys is like started since we were 8 or 9, which is pretty cool. And then from the Little League, went to the Northwest Bandits first year 13U, and that's just been a great experience. The coaches and friends. I've never been on a team where I don't know any of the guys, And so that was the first time with that experience, and just it's just been super cool, the relationships that I built with the coaches and my teammates. So been with them since 13U, now it's 18U. So yeah, it's just been a great experience.
Awesome story. Awesome story. Lot longer than mine would be.
Mhm.
Justin
okay.
showed up one day and they're like, let's give it to him.
To be fair, I have one thing over you in baseball career. You started when you were 4. I started when I was 3.
There we go. That's what it is. You beat me by 1 year.
And yet one is a D1 commit and one isn't.
Okay,
Oh.
that wasn't needed, Tommy.
One is a Cubs fan.
One is a Cubs fan.
At least the Cubs have won a World Series.
That's true.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Sad times. All right. I think Justin, you're up next.
I am up next. What was
go.
yeah. So, as we've been saying, Karsten's committed to Gonzaga, which is a D1 school. What was the recruiting process like for you and Gonzaga?
The Baseball Northwest, it's like a combine. It's got your 60 time, how your like arm velo, exit velo. It's all on video. It's for all coaches to see and stuff like that. So did that for about 2 years. They could have seen stuff like that, but we actually had a tournament last year up at Gonzaga and Spokane and Whitworth, and I was able to pitch in front of the coaches. Had a pretty good start, 4 innings, 10 strikeouts, but a few walks sprinkled in, so it wasn't perfect, but I kept my composure well, and so I think they liked what they saw with that. And then talked with coaches, like there was like a little instructional meeting for the 30 or so pitchers my age, and there was a separate group for hitters too, but got a few calls from them, and yeah, they offered me, which was kind of out of the blue. Was able to handle it really well with my dad though, so shout out Big Rich again for that. But
Rich.
yeah, so they kind of saw me and went after me. So yeah.
Gonzaga, well, with basketball, they see a player, they usually get him, and
Yeah.
baseball, they went out and got best pitcher in the class of 2024.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
I if Tommy would be so gracious as to let me share my screen, we've got Karsten's video of his 60 time right here on YouTube.
I think we should let him share the screen personally.
I think that's necessary. We've seen it before, but I think this will be a fun surprise for you guys.
Yeah,
You know,
mine a little bit like a baby giraffe with my legs kind of swinging out, but it's all good.
Trevor, go ahead.
Fun.
I think we also need to clarify that I am in fact using my mom's computer right now. Hence
Mama's butler.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Legend. Come on, let's see this.
Here we go.
I got the 7.3 second 60 time wheels. That
Attaboy.
leg right there.
Way to
Number
be.
85, no hat.
No hat.
One thing I'd
The
like to
hat,
point
the
out.
hat slows
Hey,
you down.
Yeah,
the other thing I
I'm
realized,
gonna win.
hey, you didn't get the ideal time. I looked at this. You were running not in a straight line. We gotta,
Yeah. I
we
was
could be at
gonna
a 7. We could be at a. I'm telling you, you could be at a 7 tomorrow.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Karsten, I think next time you should somersault.
Somersault the entire way.
I'm telling you, that would be the move.
I think you get
You
a
know
sub
what?
560 if I somersaulted.
For once, I think I agree with Trevor.
Yeah.
Somersault.
hmm
Speaking of somersault, that's what Ike
That
had
would,
for
that
us
would be
today.
a spectacle. That would for sure be a spectacle.
I would like that.
hmm
Mhm.
All right, my turn. Let me get my questions pulled up.
Don't sound so exciting.
I know, I'm very excited. So
Boo.
as a student athlete, this is a problem that a lot of student athletes, including myself, have run into. How have you managed to kind of balance school and sports? Because when they're happening at the same time, I know it can be pretty crazy.
It's not.
Trevor, an athlete.
This
Really?
this cloud check on those.
It's,
Wait.
Sorry.
That's a push.
it's definitely tough, but I think it's nice that we at least have a consistent practice schedule. Like get home at about 5:30, 5 days a week for school practice. It gives me a time to work on school when I get home, but we get time at school too. definitely to get homework done. But I was thankful to not have too heavy of a workload this year. I took some pretty challenging classes, but I was able to be efficient with my work. But I think the hardest part was having to play or pitch games after school, because sitting down for 7 hours and waking up at 6 and then having to go pitch a game at like 6 o'clock, it's pretty tough. For me personally, as a pitcher, especially when we have away games and we got to take the bus right after school, as a pitcher, for me, I take like a lot of time in preparation, just getting loose with my body, doing a ton of stretches and stuff. And sometimes I don't have all that time when it's after school. But I was able to make it work, shorten my routine a little bit. But also some days when it's like a Thursday and I have a math test that morning, but also I'm pitching in the game later that day, just a lot of it's just tiring, to be honest. Having to keep that focus throughout the entire day. But I say it's just managing both. It wouldn't be fun without the challenge. It makes you appreciate the moments that you do like succeed in a little bit more when you know that you've been grinding.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Definitely hard to balance both being a student athlete, being a
Mhm.
student and an athlete.
Yeah.
So for those
Not
of you
speaking
not
from experience, to be clear. Actually,
Oh,
I was
boy.
I was an 8th grade football player.
so this is the time when I mute Justin and say, so
I
for those
suck.
of you who don't know the like the high school like recruiting and committing schedule, it isn't generally this early that one would be committed. So could you talk about like, do you feel any like change in how you play or how you feel, like the pressure you feel or anything else, because like you decide, hey, I'm gonna put myself out there, I'm gonna be committed early ahead of everybody else? Does that change how you play or anything else?
Yeah, it definitely does. But I know I'm not the only one out there that is going through this process, which is a little bit nice to feel. But um, it does kind of put a target on your back just a little bit. Just it spreads like it spreads throughout the team, so a lot of guys know. But you got to keep your composure well. That's the biggest thing. You got to act like you've been there before when you're succeeding and striking everyone out, but you also got to hold your own when you've walked 4 guys and your team has had 3 errors that inning. It's just all about mental toughness when you're actually playing. But outside of that, the motivation slash pressure is huge. Pressure doesn't like bog me down too much, but it adds a lot of good motivation. But I think it changes the way I play in a positive way. It has kind of like humbled me and kind of brought in light to the fact that, hey, I could really work on my composure right now. And so high school season and these past few months playing summer ball have really helped me just be a little bit more professional when I play.
Mm-hmm.
Must say, I just noticed the tweet on your ceiling. Big fan.
Soldier Boy, actually.
I like that.
Yeah.
I know my glasses on.
In
It's
this
a-
world, you either crank that Soldier Boy or it cranks you.
Words of wisdom from Karsten Sweum and Soldier Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting that to be your senior quote now.
That's actually a good idea. I've never thought about that.
If only we did senior quotes.
Do we not?
No, we
I
don't.
think so.
Too hard.
I want to know because I don't buy a $70 yearbook.
Yeah. Trev, you might have to implement the senior quotes for us.
I've tried. They said no because people say not nice
Why?
things, if you know what I mean.
But
Yeah.
just don't put those ones in.
We
Yeah.
can't. That's the problem. So there's a long story. It's probably something I shouldn't talk about on YouTube.
Probably.
The monetization.
Probably
I'll tell you
not.
guys after though.
That's fair.
Fair enough. So, what is the difference between travel ball and school ball for you?
School ball is fun because school ball is a little bit more, a little bit less intense. Still, like very intentional, but you go to school with the same guys you play with, so you're with them all day. So it's pretty fun to play with your friends during school ball. Travel ball is a little bit more intense, just because sometimes there's like it's an important league game or tournament championship, but league ball, like travel ball, sorry. It's a lot, I wouldn't say more organized, but you feel a little bit more pressure than travel ball. It's because like you're trying to fight for your spot. You are in high school too, but you're really under the spotlight in some games and situations in travel ball.
It makes sense. I mean, travel ball, it's a cut. Like with high school, if you don't make varsity, you'll be on JV, and if you're not on JV, you're probably on the freshman team.
Mhm.
If they have that for baseball.
We do.
Yeah, I do.
I don't
Shout out
know.
Mr. Hogan.
Another person I don't know.
Greatest C team coach in the nation.
Awesome teacher.
Oh, wait. That part got cut out when we were shouting out your 7th grade science
Oh yeah, we were
teacher.
shout out Judy
Shout out
Dahlberg.
Mr. Dahlberg. With her-
Another person I don't know. Now,
Matt-
now it works.
Met
Now it makes
Karsten.
sense.
And the turtles and the room smelled bad, but yeah.
Matt Karsten, 7th grade science.
Mhm.
And our teacher had a lot of animals, and the only thing I remember was doing a thing on photosynthesis and glucose because my friend got a piece of bread stuck on the back of a basketball hoop.
Yeah.
Fun times that I was not a part of.
Mm.
All right, so this one's pretty light, pretty simple question. But when you're pitching, what's your favorite pitch to throw?
What's
Man.
your bread and butter?
Yeah,
My bread and butter, definitely my slider. When my fastball's not clicking, and I can throw my slider for strikes, and when it's on, it's on. The curveball that I grew up knowing how to throw started out as a curveball, but as I got a little bit bigger, stronger, faster, throwing that harder, I'm a little bit more 3/4 with my arm slot, so not really a big 12-6 guy. And so it's more like a slurve, but I call it a slider because it's more horizontal than up down. But man, like I've been throwing it a lot firmer recently, so it's been a truer slider. But if my fastball is clicking, that just makes the slider even better. But it kind of is like a crutch a little bit for when I can't really pinpoint my fastball. But yeah, when my slider's working, it's really cool.
My personal bread and butter pitch in wiffle ball is also the slider. I've struck in Trevor and Tommy out with it multiple times.
Oh, so I'm assuming that's not the pitch you threw when I took you yard.
No, it was not. If you pull up the video, I'll pull up my video.
No comment.
No
Exactly.
comment. No comment.
Exactly. I also, Karsten's teammate cheers very loudly when I hit my home run off of you, which makes my video cooler.
Well, we do get a cameo from one Bodie Stevenson. Shout out
We
Bodie.
did.
Oh yeah, that's
That's our
true.
boy. We love Bodie.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Bodie.
Bodie and
Bodie's a-
Karsten
Bodie's
sadly
a
both not
legend.
going to Young Life camp. Makes
Oh,
me
yeah.
sad.
I know it is sad.
I gotta take your spot as the hype man who gets everyone going.
That's true.
I'll have to show you. We
Thing
were
is
at that
that
game.
Trevor can pretty
Wait.
easily play the role of hype man. That's not that difficult for Trevor.
Yeah, we were at that game.
Yeah, I have it right there.
Edgar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I saw
Jaxsen and I went
it.
to that game.
I saw it and I brought it up.
Yeah, I have that one too.
Oh yeah.
Where's my camera?
All right, getting
That's
back
crazy.
on track. Getting back on track.
We get off of it a
Talk to
lot.
Justin.
So what do you like? Who do you think you model your game after? What inspires? What
I know what he's gonna answer.
pitcher are you inspired by?
Who I try to model my game after is like who I'm probably the most opposite from, which is, it doesn't really make sense, but it's like if I could be someone with my current stuff, like I definitely would want to be him, and that's Greg Maddux. Like,
Knew it.
yeah.
I love Greg.
Trevor knows, like me, it's not like I'm just walking everybody, but my biggest thing is efficiency. So not getting enough ground balls, just walking, too many walks and strikeouts. But if I could just pinpoint my stuff like he did and get some like sink action on my ball, that'd just be super cool. Just throwing like 90 pitch complete games instead of 100 pitches through 4 innings. Like, I don't know, it'd be pretty cool, but I think an accurate comparison right now would be Yusei Kikuchi, just walking everyone. And some strikeouts. He had some good starts last year, but as of now, he doesn't have the
Struggling.
best.
He's hot, I think. Oh,
He was
and
placed
just
on the
came back.
IL today.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a question I've been looking forward to asking,
Mhm.
which, as people know, we interviewed your brother before. We really enjoyed it. And
Mhm.
so my question is, how has your brother affected your baseball career?
Wow. He's been like a super really good role model for me just because like we've had really different journeys. Um, we both kind of started the same way, T-ball, little league, early select ball, but he played football, which I didn't. And he had some pretty serious injuries, collarbone and ACL, which completely affected his baseball career. But um, his perseverance through those and how he was able to become the player he was today. But that really showed me just like, I don't know, his grit and determination has added a lot of motivation for me because like I know it all could be not gone, but it all could be affected in an instant. And he's kind of proved that you can get through that stuff. And just even at his level, he played for Whitworth. Even at his level, he found like some really good guys and really good experiences, which I thought is pretty cool. It's like I don't have to go D1 to still have the most fun and successful I could be in my baseball career. And I think he's been really good. We always go out and like throw or hit and stuff and work out together. So he's been a really cool role model for me just because he's a hitter. I'm a pitcher. We've had different paths, but at the same time, he showed me like things that I've really needed to see.
I gotta ask. So you're a pitcher and he's a hitter. Does he? What happens more often? Does he get an extra base hit off of you more often, or do you strike him out more often than he gets a
Like
hit?
theoretically, we've never had a live AB together, which I've always
Oh,
I don't
I've
buy
always-
it. I don't buy it. I
No.
can't. I don't buy that you've never had a live AB against each other. I
I
don't
wanna-
buy it.
he's.
I,
no, me too, but I've always wanted to, but
I believe he said that he's coming back here pretty soon when he graduates, and he's going to look for a teaching job. So what I want to see is a live AB between you two, and me or Trevor will record it, and then we'll
you
post it.
recorded. I'll umpire it. Oh, I have umpiring.
That'd be pretty-
Whole umpire, all record. Like we gotta
I
get this
have to-
happening.
I have to say, from watching him this year at his games at Whitworth, out of like the 4 or 5 or 6 games I saw one hit of his that was not a home run. I saw 5 or 6 of his home runs, and I'm like, off of guys tucking 90. So it'd be tough. I think I could hold my own though. So
Swim versus
We gotta
swim.
see it. We gotta see it. We
it's
gotta
gotta
see it.
happen.
Cards and
It
talk
does.
special.
Oh yeah.
One night
is
only.
this is the must see content we need.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Oh yeah,
That'd be pretty exciting.
it's time.
We gotta set that up.
I think we should.
I
Mhm.
think we do too.
All right, this is
All right.
probably looking at the questions. This is probably the last light question before we get into either the juicy ones or the fun ones. But of your whole time playing,
I can't wait for the last 2 questions.
I kind of
Okay.
feel like I want to
I'm
ask the
excited.
second to last one instead of the
I'm
last
ex-
one.
I'm excited.
No, I get to ask that one.
This is my idea though. The last
was
two,
your
were,
idea,
the
but
last
I'm
two were very
asking.
clearly my idea, and you'll see why.
But I get to ask one, and I'm excited.
So, what of your whole time playing baseball? What's been your favorite memory playing?
Oh, that is so tough. Favorite memory? Oh, wow. I gotta think for a second.
And how does it compare to the Megatoads going undefeated, winning the championship?
All right.
I think that Carson should pick his replacement on the Mega Toads, and he should pick me.
Oh yeah.
That's just my idea.
If I really sat down and thought for like a whole day, I could probably tell you guys. But what I'm thinking of right now is 13U, Northwest Bandits, first year playing together with these guys. We've got about 12, 13 guys on the roster. We're in our first tournament ever as a team in Tacoma. It's like in March or April, so it's pretty cold. And first day, someone comes down with a fever, so they got to leave, or they'll be gone the next day. And then as soon as you know it, all 3 guys that we have for extras that are like our catcher, all 3 of our catchers um, got sick and had to leave. So
Something in the
that
water.
was tough. So we had 9 guys and barely any pitching, but we actually made it to the championship against a pretty solid team. We had a lefty catcher catching. He did just hats off to him. Great performance behind the dish as a lefty, just blocking balls, getting down and everything. And we had our only guy that could really throw because everyone else had already thrown pitch, and he threw a gem. And we ended up winning that tournament with 9 guys, and just we barely knew each other, and it was just like a total underdog story.
That's
then-
awesome.
I love
We need
that.
to write a movie about that.
And then on the drive home, like I come down with the fever, so it's like, man, we were just barely hanging in there. And the game ended at like 10:30, so it was a
Another day, and there's only going to be 8 players.
yeah, it was definitely a battle, but yeah, it was really fun.
2 outfielders. Can you imagine? That'd be absolute comedy.
That'd be awesome.
I would hate to be the
That'd be
team that
fast.
loses to a team. You lost to a team with 9 guys and a lefty catcher. Like, it more sucks to be the team that lost rather than it's good to be the team that won.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a very interesting story.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
We enjoyed it.
All right. Oh, I'm up next. Sweet. Let's go.
Yeah,
If you so
the Tom store.
let's start playing some Rocky theme.
Bonjour.
Future Colorado resident Tommy Tirio.
All right.
The Mile High City. I know things.
Colorado isn't a city, Justin. It's only the one thing I should tell you.
Nice.
Karsten, if you could change, looking back on your career, is there any one event that you would change, like a strike that you wish you could have thrown instead of a ball, or like a hit that you wish you could have gotten? Is there something that you wish like one single event that you wish?
Great question. A little bit lighter one. I missed a pick a few games ago at first that would have like kept the game going, but I don't think that's the moment I would probably choose to switch around. At Everett, my first game pitching on varsity as of my freshman year. 5 innings in, just rolling. Probably, I think I got like 11 or like, I think 10 Ks so far. 5th inning, walked a guy, got 2 outs. Up against their 4 hitter. I think it's a 1-2 or there's 2 strikes in the count, but man, I got called for a high fastball and just threw it right down the middle, just on a tee for the kid. And he put it up the middle, ending the no-hitter. And I think we were up like 8-0 or something. So the game would have been over after 5. Which would be like, not really super selfish to think of, but I thought it'd be pretty cool to have a no-hitter as your first varsity appearance as a freshman.
I don't think that'd be I don't think that's selfish. Cause like if you get the no-hitter, the whole team's gonna be happy. Like I don't think that's selfish at all.
Yeah,
No, I wouldn't place that on you
man,
at all.
if I got like a slider call or hit that up fastball spot, it could have been a whole different game. So I think that'd be pretty cool to change. But other than that, I can't really think of much.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
guys have-
I'm
I
Trevor?
was gonna say I'll tell you what the score of that game was. I'm looking for GP on.
I'm not sure if we were up that by that much. I just know my pitch count was good enough where I could have kept going.
mm-hmm. Dominant
Justin, while
start
he's looking-
nonetheless.
Well, he's looking. Do you want to go?
Sure. Is your experience watching baseball any different since you are a college-bound player? Like, do you see the game differently than most fans?
Oh yeah, 100%. Not just because I made this commitment, but just overall, the way I see the game, I love watching the game. I don't watch a ton of MLB games, but just watching college baseball and stuff, like I know how it feels to be in some of their positions where they like give up a home run or strike out with the bases loaded or something like that. I think it's really cool to see because me and my dad have done a lot of research on a lot of things, just mechanically and stuff. Seeing guys pick some of that stuff up in college is super cool. But yeah, I think it is. I see that. I don't think I see the game differently. I just like approach how guys act in different ways. Like when guys are getting mad and stuff, it's like I can kind of see why, or why guys throw the pitch that they did. But I think that's pretty cool because it makes it more fun, honestly, just to see how you relate to some of the guys playing.
Mm-hmm. It's very cool.
All right, here we go. I'm kind of hoping that you answer this question the way I think you will.
So
But-
we're just not gonna find out the score.
Nah, it's a
Oh.
lot.
Oh,
You didn't
sorry. Yeah,
find
it was 3-0. 3-0 was the
Three
final
nothing.
score of that game.
Okay, yeah, not
Yeah,
eight.
on the,
Not quite 8.
was it at the road? Was it at home or was it on the road?
Who's that, Funko?
Okay, yeah,
Ooh.
it was 3-0. That was a road game.
I
Yeah.
like Bunko Field.
All right.
Bunko Field,
Fun field.
I've heard people say it's plain. I like it.
Yeah, like me, like an hour ago.
Yeah, that was uncalled for from you.
All right. Out of any card, what is your favorite Diamond Dynasty card to use? Whether it's really good or whether it's
Okay. In the
whether
show.
it's your boy.
Okay. Not the answer you guys might want to hear, but a little bit of explanation first. Every year, or these past 2 years I've played the show, I get bored and I make a team of all 58
That's
overall,
exactly what I wanted to hear.
a bunch of borderline AAA guys that just got no business being on your Diamond Dynasty team. Take all of them and just have fun with them. So from last year, this one, Trevor's just got this all planned out. Shout out
Yes.
Stone Garrett
Stone.
from I forgot what organization he is, but I think he was like
I'll figure it
51
out.
overall. And I just hit tanks with him. Tanks on tanks. And MLB The Show 21.
Now we gotta get him on the podcast.
That's
Stone
my
Garrett.
guy.
Stone Garrett. I think
Marlins.
I had like 10 home
We'll get him on, and then Carsten can come and tell him how much he loves him.
Yeah. I think
Stone.
Man, I went off with Stone. I remember I played like 40 games with that team of all 55 overalls.
He's with the Reno Aces, who's the AAA affiliate of the Diamondbacks.
Yes. I remember it was a game against this guy. He had like it was like All-Star Series Jacob deGrom on the mound. So I'm like,
He's having a very good year this year.
really? So
Yeah.
I have no chance to beat this team.
Um,
Off
yes.
of Chapman, bottom of the ninth, 0-0 game. I was throwing an absolute gem with Sean Semple, who had zero energy because I was trying to get him parallel 5. Zero energy, just carving with this 55 overall gen.
That shows you its pitch place. I mean, like that shows you how it's like in like Madden or anything else. It's all pay to play. Like when you get on the Diamond Dynasty or your FUT or your MUT or whatever version it is in that game. Like it's all pay to win. But you hop on the show and you can just kill somebody with 50 overalls for days.
Yeah, and man, I was carving. This guy was good too. I was like getting balls at the warning track every other pitch. But man, I remember 0-2. I remember this moment. I think I have a clip on my Xbox, but 0-2, up and in 102 fastball. Stone just turns on it, sends it like 420. Just game over. I was
walk off.
walk off. I think I was
Oh.
1-36 with that team or something, and that was the one game.
Yeah, Stone. He's batting 288 with 20 home runs, 64 RBIs, 14 stolen bases, and a 951 OPS this year.
Shout out Stone Garrett.
He's
Bro,
playing.
we need to call him up.
Good.
We need to call him up.
He
Him
needs
and
to be called up.
I could see Stone Garrett play. I'm only be an hour outside of
You gotta
and
go
our
see
boy,
him, and you gotta go see him, and yeah,
try and get him on the pod.
Mhm.
yeah.
I think
I'm
that's
gonna-
Xavier
I'm gonna
Javier.
go message him
Xavier.
right now.
as a hitter, that's who I relate my game most to, Stone Garrett.
All right.
Big man
So
Stone.
I suppose that kind of answers my question probably too. Favorite minor league player, I imagine, falls
Oh,
into.
Uh,
So I
Actually-
imagine that's the same answer.
I actually have a few answers for that. These are all real people because I assume they are because I've looked them up and they're in the show and stuff. Vance Vizcaino. I had him in MLB The Show 21, now 22. Oh, solid 3-hitter for days. I think I hit like 350 with him, like against some crazy arms. Vance Vizcaino, Sean Semple. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but sometimes I pick the guys because their names are kind of funny.
Fun, yeah.
So his name's Javier. It's XavierJavier. So I'm not sure how to
That's
pronounce
Xavier.
so
that. Xavier Javier.
Javier.
Stone Garrett
Mhm.
getting the follow.
Drop a follow for Stone.
He's getting the CNT message.
Let's go.
Nice.
Stone on the
Sent
pod.
on the
Okay.
episode.
We might
on
need
the
to bring.
episode.
We honestly
This
might
year-
need to bring Karsten on just so
Oh,
he can
oh,
join the
yeah.
interview.
Oh yeah.
This year's stars from my I call it the crew whenever I play with this team, but Jose Appleton, what a guy. There's this relief pitcher named Ray, first name Ray, last name Raker, and then hitting with them. I've hit a few doubles with him. I'm going crazy because like hitting a double with a guy named Raker, he's just raking all the time. That's pretty cool. And then who else? Chad Spanberger, got a few dongs with him this year. So shout out the Spaniel, Chad Spanberger. Shout out him. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, final two
All right.
questions.
Oh,
These are coming courtesy of me.
Okay.
Okay, can I give some background on this first question? Because I feel like
Yeah. Don't.
this question
spoil
can be
it, don't
taken a few
spoil
different
it,
ways.
Don't spoil it, though.
it. Oh, I'm
Okay.
excited.
So this is happening infinitely in waves. Let me just say that.
Okay.
Infinitely
Now
in
he
waves.
knows. Now there's no way he doesn't know what we're about to ask.
Infinitely in waves.
Okay. So if you're getting
God.
hit with every 5 minutes, there's a new wave of 10 cardinals. How many waves could you get through? No weapons in a fight. So
10
every-
kindergartners.
every 5 minutes, a wave comes of 10 kindergartners. Every 5 minutes, how many waves are you knocking out before you get overtaken?
5 minutes is not that much time.
No,
Yeah,
it
and
really
so-
is. Wait.
so-
Okay. Wait.
The
One more
waves will
clarifying question.
stack. The waves will stack.
One more clarifying question. How do you what's the definition of beating the wave? Do you literally like?
If you just knock the kid to the ground, he's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because these
Okay,
are
that's
young.
easy.
These are young. These are
you
young.
can
It's like a
just-
one-hit thing. It's a
Wait,
one-hit
wait.
thing.
It's like
It's a
I'm on the
one-hit thing.
platform and I knock them off the platform. Like they're done.
Yeah.
Got it.
Wait,
Okay.
wait,
come
wait, wait. I'm gonna give you the 3'9" and weigh 47 pounds.
Oh, easy. I think I'm
Yeah.
okay. 3'9", 47 pounds.
That's
Yeah.
the average. That's the average
Yeah.
for a kindergarten boy.
That's like
I
that's like a
did my
dog.
research.
That's like a dog. They could probably come up to like a little bit above my waist. I think I could just I could bulldoze a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I think
How
I
many
could,
waves? How many waves of 10?
I'd say 10 waves.
100. That's what Trevor said.
I say
Mhm.
I say
Yeah, because I mean, I'm thinking that if in theory,
think-
what you can do is you can pick one of them up and
Swing it
grab it by the
around.
legs and start spinning it around. Yeah.
It's like when
Man.
you're
You
playing
can just
COD
start
Zombies.
kicking
It's
them.
like when you're playing COD Zombies. You get what is it? And then you get the machine gun and you just
Yeah.
Yeah.
go around in a circle.
Man, I think I'd just be fatigued. I'd just be too
Fatigue is
tired.
definitely a factor.
That's the
Yeah,
only
I got
factor,
some-
really.
Because
I got some-
how many punches are you gonna lay before you're just dead tired?
I think I do the Trevor strategy. Just kind of sweep it. But I got some little cousins. and they-
No. The thing is, if you sweep it early, you still have 4.5 minutes of you just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That- Exactly.
That is true.
That's enough time to eat a microwave dinner, honestly.
True.
Yeah, well, you just had a chicken before the episode.
Yeah.
A chicken breast.
Trevor,
Sorry, a chicken breast.
disclaimer: Trevor had a chicken breast before we.
Yeah, I did eat chicken breast before.
And
this.
he ate apple slices while we were
And
recording. I
apples.
mean,
Yeah.
That's a
as you can
solid
tell, we're very professional. You know.
Mhm. All
All
right.
right, last
Very.
question.
Final question. This is a callback. You cracked this joke to me a little while ago. What if you could name your kid anything? What would it be?
What did I say?
Think of
Oh, no.
your last name.
Oh, can't.
Yeah.
Can't swim.
That'd be so cruel. You name your own kid
Kind of funny though.
That'd be
Can't
hilarious.
Swim. That'd be
And then you enroll them in swimming lessons and see what they say.
first name can't. That's weird.
Last name Swim.
Can't, last name Swim.
Nice.
That is
Oh
funny.
man.
And we can't say what the middle name would be on here, sadly.
Mm.
Fwicken.
Great.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get demonetized, Trevor.
We're not gonna get demonetized for me saying Fwicken.
You never know.
YouTube,
Sure.
don't do it.
Trevor wants
Don't challenge them.
Trevor wants to sound like one of the kindergartners that Karsten has to go through.
one of the 100 he gets through.
What's the final boss after 100? It's me, Trevor, and Justin.
No,
He would wipe the floor with us.
the
You
final
see how
boss,
tall he is?
the final
I
boss.
don't know how tall he is.
I think the final boss after the 10
It's rich.
kindergartners
It's rich.
would be one horse-sized duck.
Yes.
Bro,
I can get
I'm
behind
taking
it.
on are you guys like it's what? It's one horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses?
Yeah,
I'm taking on the horses every
Yeah.
day of the week.
yeah.
No, because horses, like, they got them snouts.
But you also got to remember,
Snarl
it's
at
really
you.
like
They're
ducks
gonna
and geese
snarl
are about the
at
same
you.
size, and you're legally allowed to go to parks and steal geese. They're not going to tell you you can't. Like,
Yeah.
there's
That's-
nobody there to tell you you can't take the
That's
geese.
not true. I was trying to take a geese and I was told off.
You were trying to take a geese.
A single geese, yeah.
Grammar
Right.
with Justin. Thanks for sharing, Justin.
I got yelled at.
By who?
The park ranger.
Youth Patrol?
I
You
find it
said
crazy.
you
I
were
find it
you were
crazy that
trying
you
to-
guys.
Wait,
I can't
you were
believe
trying
you
to
guys
steal a
actually
goose from a
believe me.
national park?
I can't believe you actually believe me.
I feel
I'm-
like yeah, that's true. Justin's too much of a good boy, but no, they're not going to tell you you can't take the goose. It's not their property.
That is true. I can't believe Tommy and Trevor. I don't know if Carson believed me, but they genuinely believed me.
Yeah, you got him.
Yeah, you got me.
It also seems like one of the wild things you would just randomly decide, hey, this would be fun.
CNT 200. We take a goose from a park.
If one of us were to take a goose, it would probably be me.
Yeah.
It'd probably be Karsten. Knowing Karsten,
I don't know Carson well enough to say that.
I could
though.
get a potato sack and just get that goose in an instant.
exactly.
And
He's
potato
not even going to
sack-
see what's coming.
I
A
can just
burlap
picture
potato.
Carson. I can picture in my mind Carson running around a goose.
No, like a burlap potato sack. They can't see through it. They're not gonna know a goose is in there.
Glacier Peak senior prank. We release a bunch of geese in the halls.
Yeah,
We
number
should do
one,
it.
2, and 5.
Carson, I think they'll figure it out when they hear honking from the bag. I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure out.
Yeah.
No,
hey,
you
know
just
what?
gotta honk too. You just gotta be honking yourself so they don't suspect anything.
You know what that calls? You know what this calls for, Justin?
that was a good use of the soundboard. That was a good use of it.
Soundboard.
That was a good use.
I love
All
the
right.
soundboard.
10 out of 10
They
use.
said-
10 out of 10.
They said I couldn't use it, but I did.
We
I-
never said
for
you couldn't use it.
interviews, for interviews, unless the timing was perfect.
It was.
It was. It's 10 out of 10.
Go Cubs, go. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's. Well, actually, one more question. Let's
Oh,
rate
no.
it. Rate the new Kid Cudi. Out of 10.
The whole album?
Just the new song. Just love.
10.
10 facts. Exactly.
I'm about to shut the song out, apparently.
It's a banger, dude.
And send it to me. I'll
It's
listen.
on
to it.
Spotify. It's just called Love.
Love.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys.
Oh.
No, I'm leaving.
His,
See you.
his
Peace out.
brother did this. His brother did this too.
No, I have a question for you guys. Okay, let's say
It's in the blood.
you and the other person are both like your age right now, like 15, 16, they're both your age.
17.
17? Okay. What one MLB player would you not like the least you would ever want to go over to their house and have a sleepover? Like you do not, that's like your worst nightmare. like going out and hanging out with them. Just
Do I make this
They're my
joke?
age.
Do I
they're
make
my
this
age.
joke?
I think you
like
make the joke.
you're both the same age. You would just never want to hang out with them ever.
Oh, we're both the same age. I was about to say Felipe.
That's what I was thinking
No.
too.
No, like
No.
you guys would just not want to. You would not want
Wait,
to.
is it their personality now in a
Yeah.
16-year-old them's body? Okay.
Yeah.
Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer. That's
Chris
about.
Sale, because if I beat him, it won't be the show. He's gonna flip out.
Yeah, I feel like me and Zach Greinke would be pretty good friends. So we're both pretty weird. But
Chris Sale,
I gotta think of my own question.
Chris Sale, because he would flip out if I beat him and it won't be the show, and I
I'd say
beat
Garrett
everyone
Cole.
in the show.
I'd say Garrett Cole. I don't know.
Garrett Cole seems weird.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's either Scherzer or Trevor Bauer.
For reasons.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I didn't even think about the reasons. I just thought.
So
like,
I'm a very like reserved person when it comes to like the things I like to do when we're hanging out and such. So I think Aroldis Chapman would be my answer.
Really?
I don't know if I don't think me and Aroldis Chapman would get along well. Let's just put it that way.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
Oh, we didn't get him to make the hustle joke this time around.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about hustle, so we didn't get to make the joke.
No, I would probably, bro. Do you know who would be awesome to hang out with? Would be Rich Hill. A 16-year-old Rich Hill would be hilarious to hang out with.
Yeah, he'd be on his first MLB team by then.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Rich Hill.
What a guy! He was I think his first team was actually the Cubs.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel
one
like
of
if
them
I
was.
feel like
he
if
was
I,
on the Cubs.
I feel like if I had a sleepover over at Scherzer's house, it'd be one of those things where it's like, don't touch anything, just sit there quietly.
Yeah, his
Otherwise,
wife,
he would, like,
his
beat the
wife,
crap out of me.
his wife almost threw out one of his no-hitter jerseys one time.
Really?
Yeah, well, because he has so many lying around.
Oh.
It's hard to remember what's from when.
All right, I'll do the reverse of the question just because we're having fun with it. What would be the person you would most like to hang out with? Any MLB player, like the same scenario, like they're your age.
Rizzo.
Wander Franco.
Justin's
Why?
attracted to Wander Franco.
It's an inside joke between me and Trevor, but Chris Bryant. For real.
That's
inside. I've actually met Rizzo one time.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my boy Altuve.
Everyone knew you were gonna pick out.
Maybe Pena.
Bro, you and your Astros guys, you're a little too close. To
Karsten,
Mm-hmm.
who are you going with?
Oh, Rizzo.
Rizzo,
That's right.
What
yeah.
a guy. Except he had cancer at our age, I think. Or it
That
might have been
sucks.
before. It might have been before.
Yeah, I remember seeing something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started a foundation.
That's pretty cool. Good guy, Rizzo.
All right, Carson. Unless you have any other questions for us, I think that about wraps it up.
I do find it funny that both him and his brother asked us questions.
Oh yeah. That was just one I thought of.
Yeah,
I
no,
like
it was
it.
a good
Good question.
question. It was a good question.
You know, good. Provoke some good discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
But yeah, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Thank you to Karsten for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks.
Any last comments from anybody? Parting messages.
Subscribe to the CNT podcast.
I like it.
Every episode. Point to it. Oh, sorry, I
Trevor?
couldn't do it last episode.
Trevor, anything to say?
Hashtag vote Jordan to start in the All-Star game.
Yes.
Okay.
This will it will all be finalized when this goes out, but
I know. Still.
he's the best player in
It's,
baseball
final,
this
it's
year.
finalized now anyway. The voting's
It's finalized?
closed already.
Yeah, it's
Voting's closed
now.
already.
Did Otani win?
If he won, it's outrageous. Jordan's been the best player in baseball this year. His stats clear judges.
That's true.
It's gonna be
They're
revealed
close.
tonight. It'll be revealed tonight and 4. Tonight at 4 it'll be revealed.
I actually did some voter fraud the other day, and I wrote in Brett Phillips 800,000 times.
Good.
Oh, I love
Stop
Brett
the count.
Phillips.
Hashtag stop the count.
Facts. I love Brett Phillips.
My All-Star ballot was entirely Astros.
Yeah.
We know.
You probably
saw.
thought they made the National League, the Astros, too.
I did.
Nice.
Astors.
Asked mids.
Okay, I have to go make food for my
You
shift.
just had a chicken.
I'm gonna have
Breast.
to eat during my shift.
Sorry. You just had a chicken breast.
No, I have to eat during my shift.
You also have to watch Jordan be snubbed from the All-Star game during his shift.
Well, he's in the
I'm
All-Star
telling
game.
you,
He's just not a
me-
starter.
Me and Tommy talked about it. Is we love that Shohei brings so many fans to the game, but we don't like that all those fans are just biased towards him.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't deserve to start in the All-Star game. He deserves to make it, but he's
Yeah,
not a
did you-
starter.
Did you see the midseason awards? Do you agree with Shohei MVP for AL?
No,
No,
it's
I
Jordan.
don't either.
it's he's third. If anything, I mean, I would think if
He's
third
third at best.
Yeah. because it's Judge and Jordan.
And it's kind of like a recency bias too, just because he's so unicorn and special a little bit.
Yeah.
He's heating up though right now.
Mhm.
I don't know.
But
I
Jordan's
just
been
think
hot
it's-
all year.
I don't. I'm also a diehard Shohei skeptic as well. Like I've been on the Shohei skepticism bandwagon since day
You're-
one because
You're skeptical of all Japanese players.
no, I wouldn't say all Japanese players.
I mean, you were skeptical about Suzuki.
Yeah, I was more skeptical of Shohei more recently. I think would be a better way to put it is because like
I
people
was
are touting
skeptical
him
of
as the next.
Suzuki because he played for the Cubs, and I like to grind your
Mess with
gears,
Justin.
Justin.
Yeah, it's
You do like to
almost more
grind
mess.
me.
It's almost more messing with Justin was the reason I was saying I didn't like
Yeah.
Suzuki almost more than the fact that I didn't want it.
Yeah. Well, I have to leave right now.
Ah,
Trevor's leaving,
look who's,
Justin's
look who's,
sneezing,
look
and
who's
all,
ditching
everything
out
else is going
now.
down.
Yeah, I gotta go to work. So,
All right, everybody,
All right.
peace out. Thanks
Big
for
man
watching.
golfer.
Hey, thank you guys.